I'd always wake up 3 or 4 minutes before that ambulance got there.
Wow.
I don't know how or why. The only one time that I got taken by squad, and I didn't even shoot that dope up. I snorted it. It had to have had something in it, because I did one line and woke up like 6 hours later in the hospital with my mom sitting next to me, crying. Jeez. But like, if they wouldn't have sent me to prison, like, we'd fully be dead. Even after I got out of jail, like, I haven't told anyone this ever, so that's how willing I am to talk to you guys. Just maybe it'll help someone else, someday. I got out of jail on that Subutex, and the first day that I got home, I called her and I said, bring me over a shot. Fully pregnant, 8 months pregnant, knowing I'm pregnant, knowing I'm not dope sick, and I'm being prescribed Subutex, and she came over and she hit me. And I sat there and I felt like shit the whole rest of the day. Like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just did that. I just stuck more dope into my baby, and then I never did it again. And I stuck with the Subutex, and I came to prison a few weeks later. But, yeah, heroin's no joke. No joke. Gets a hold of you, and it's the devil. It's hard to let it go. And even now, I'm scared to death to go home.
Yeah, what is that? Like, how do you deal with that?
I'm scared to death to go home. I finally get admitted to my mom that Sarah was shooting up dope, and that I knew if I came home, I needed to stay away from her.
And this is your best friend of 20 years, okay?
20 years. We've been through everything together. She took me to the hospital when I got pistol whipped. She was the first person that I told I was raped. She, she's been there for everything. Mm-hmm. And I have to figure out how to let her go. And I've called her from here. I've talked to her 3 times since I've been here. And I miss her. And I don't know how I'm going to let her kids go, because those are like second kids of mine, It's going to be hard. And I'm so afraid. But I feel like that's the first step, because the last time when I was in EOCC, I fully felt every day, well, if I just tell these people this, when I go home I can get high, they'll never know. Mm-hmm. And this time I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to lay on the ground and almost die and go home and look my baby girl in her beautiful big brown eyes, knowing that I just almost killed her mother. Like, I almost just took away the one person that she's always had, the one that's always been there. I don't want to do that. And now I have another baby that I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to almost die and come back and go get high again, like it wasn't close enough the last time. Like, yeah. I mean, like I said, I literally woke up off the floor and went and did another shot. Like, I'm okay now, guys. I can do some more. No, I don't. I'm past it. And when I refused that methadone, mm-hmm. that was the very first time in my life that I stopped taking a drug because I wanted to. Yeah. Any other time it was because if I didn't, I was going to go to jail. I had to pass this drug test or that drug test or fool this person or that person. And this time it was for me and for my son, and nobody made me do it. I could have kept taking that methadone for months. Yeah. Months. And I just didn't. I couldn't do it anymore. So I'm afraid to go home. Like, I know, and like my mom said the same thing. She said, your daughter loves you, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but she's happy you're in prison. And I started crying immediately. She's like, she knows you're safe. And yeah. I know I'm safe. Yeah. I know I'm not going to die in here. Mm-hmm. I know my baby's not going to die in here. I know my daughter's not going to find my body in here, And so this place, like, it can destroy some people. Going to prison can ruin people's lives. But it can save them too. So people need to know that, Like, it saved mine. Saved my baby.
Do you have a name for him yet?
His name is Jeremiah. My brother, Jeremy, was killed in a plane crash in 2011. And I wanted to name my son after him, but I didn't want to take his name because he has kids, and those kids might want to name their kids his name one day. So I came up with Jeremiah, and I'm going to call him what we called my brother, who was a big giant teddy bear. We called him Jer Bear. So that's my little Jer Bear in there, and that's what I'm going to call him.
That's
so
awesome. What an awesome
my baby
name and tribute to your brother. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Just a little piece of I've got my protein bar.
Yeah.
And then do you want me to do another contributor?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Sorry that I made you.
No, it's okay.
We're gonna make Courtney pass out.
Listen, I went down I never go down for breakfast because I don't like to get up at 6 a.m. And I went down this morning, and by lunch I was like, I'm gonna pass out. I need to eat something.
How is the food here? Is it
It's
tolerable?
terrible. Listen, I mean, every once in a while it's all right, but I mean, we refer to it at like the chicken chili we had the other day. I was fully calling pigeon chili.
Ooh.
It actually didn't taste that bad though. Once I got down there and tasted it, I had never tasted it before because I really don't like chili. I don't mess with spicy anything because I get heartburn so bad.
Sure. Well, and especially pregnant. That's
Yeah,
like,
bad. I mean, bad heartburn. I was mad because I had to order Prilosec off commissary, and it cost like almost $16. And I'm like, do you know how much food I could buy with almost $16? Like, I was so mad, but I mean, it was the best $16 I ever spent. Because now I can sleep at night without gagging on it. It was so bad.
Ugh.
I fully hope my son has a head full of hair like my daughter did, because there's got to be
a reason.
a reason for all that heartburn. Put me through that much misery. And my kids are mixed. My daughter had a head full of black hair. The nurse brought her into me because I had a C-section, so I had to wait a second before I could see her. They brought her into me, and when they did, they brought me a comb too. They're like, you're gonna have to comb that. It's pretty long. It was long.
That's crazy.
Head full of hair.
Aww.
Now she keeps it cut short. It spirals. I wish she'd grow it back out. She won't. She doesn't like to have a comb. She's tender-headed.
Yeah.
She keeps it short as can be, but yeah.
You said her name was
Her name's Acacia.
Acacia. That's really pretty.
Yeah, I found it in a baby name book, and I wanted a different kind of name. Her dad, who was just a jerk the whole time I was pregnant, he threatened to kill me or take her. It was one or the other, back and forth. Either he was going to take the baby or we were both going to die. There was no compromising. But when it came time to name her, he's like, you need to name her a good, solid white name so she can get a job. And I'm like, I'm just not a boring name kind of person. Like, I'm not going to do that. And I found this name in a baby name book. It has nothing to do with black people. It said it was Greek. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm in the hospital with my newborn baby, and my family's just cracking up. My brother Jim, which is the prison guard one, he started calling her AK-47. But my dad was so excited because he found her name in the Bible. And I'm like, how's Acacia in the Bible? Yeah. Here, the wood, the Ark of the Covenant was made from the wood of an acacia trees, yeah. Yep. So her name was in the Bible, and he was so excited. And Jeremiah, of course, is in the Bible too. So, yeah.
I'm sure Dad's happy.
Yeah.
So wait, Jeremy, the correctional officer, is not the one that died in the plane crash.
No, Jim is a correction. We're all J's. Jeff, Jim, Jeremy, Jacob, and Josie. Jeremy died in the plane crash.
Got it.
Jim is the prison guard. Jacob is the military man. And I don't know what Jeff does. All I know is he makes good money, and he just bought like a little... It's like a trailer, but it's on a lake, and it has a dock, and he's getting ready to buy a 25-foot boat. Oh, wow. And I said, well, when I get out... me and the kids, we're fully coming to go for a ride, which I already had wrote him and asked him, as soon as I get out, what's important. The first thing I want to do is come up there with my kids because I want to say goodbye to my sister, and I want to go to her grave because I couldn't be there. And that was probably the worst part of being in prison, is that my family needed me and I couldn't be there.
And I couldn't look for immediate family, like, because can you ever go to a funeral?
Yeah, your family has to pay for the transportation. they'll transport you in oranges, and